Cheers, mate.
Hello, guys. Welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to get back on the channel. Jack Martin, he's on a roll. He's not now 9 wins with 1 defeat and another knockout. 4 knockouts now, and he's back out boxing at the Exhibition Centre in Liverpool against Junaid Bostan live on the Zone. Um, is it? I believe it's a final eliminator or an eliminator for the English, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's been put down as a final eliminator for the English. Yeah.
Before we get into that and before we get into the CJ Challenger fight, what do you make of Jordan DeJean v Obi Ebenike? They're fighting for your former title tomorrow night.
I haven't really paid much attention to it, to be fair. I've just been sort of focusing on myself, but yeah, I'm sure that'll be a great fight.
Who've you got to win that one, or are you sitting on the fence?
I'm on the fence. I didn't see Egbenike's fight against Cutler. I haven't really seen him fight, to be fair. And obviously Jordan, I only sort of know from fighting myself. And I didn't really see much of the Ursu fight either, 'cause it was just after one. So I'm on the fence, really. Can't really pick a winner with that one.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. I've spoken to them both ahead of the fight, and I've spoke to them before quite a few times. So yeah, I'm on the fence as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, talk about that fight you had with CJ Challenger. You stopped him in the eighth. I mean, I thought he got fight of the year contender, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it got nominated for Fight of the Year in the Boxing News and the British Boxing Board of Control as well. Got nominated for it. Yeah, it was a mad fight. Really. It was great. I really enjoyed it, to be fair. But I think beating someone with his record and someone like him, like that, in that sort of style, I thought pushed me up their leaps and bounds.
Oh, mate, from sitting at home watching it, I mean, edge of my seat the whole way through the fight. Almost like that Shaq Day fight, but I thought this fight topped it in my opinion. Um, and yeah, you got a
Yeah,
stoppage as well.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I think it was quite similar to the. Oh, we still on? Yep. Yeah, it was quite similar to the day fight. It was just back and forward, back and forward. But yeah, getting the stoppage was mega. But it sort of took us by surprise. I didn't think he was going to come out fighting like that, but he come out and stood his ground and went toe to toe with me from the start. To be fair, so to get maybe I wore him down a bit more. Maybe I had a bit more than him just to wear him out towards the end, and then obviously landing some big shots and toll.
Did you see him like tiring out?
Um, I don't know. Like, when I watched it back and sort of, I think he loses a point in the sixth round, and then I think maybe it seemed like he just went for it in the seventh, and maybe gassed himself a little bit, and in the eighth, I think maybe my pressure, like I felt like I was growing and growing into the fight, and then maybe my pressure just maybe he blew himself out in the seventh, and my pressure just took over in the eighth.
Oh, 100%, mate. And I went absolutely mental at home watching it. It was brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, cheers, mate.
And of course, another strap as well that you won. I believe it was the Commonwealth Silver. So, I mean, you
Yeah,
picked that
yeah.
was your second strap you've picked up. You're collecting these belts now, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, the more belts, the better. You know what I mean? Like, when I turned pro, I really wanted to fight for a Southern Area eventually, maybe win a Southern Area. So to win that, defend it, and now win a Commonwealth Silver, yeah, it's amazing, really. The more belts, the merrier.
100%, Jack, mate. Yeah, and how did it feel winning that Commonwealth Silver in an absolute bloodbath? And yeah, picking up another title, and I believe it was on Sky, some channel on Sky.
Yeah. Again, it was just it was mental winning another belt to like have two titles in my 10th fight. Because I don't think a lot of people, especially at my weight, sort of do that. nowadays. So that was mental. And yeah, to be on like on the channel on Sky obviously just gives me much more exposure, which means like the fan base can grow more. Really, people can see how more entertaining I am.
Yeah, Jack, I agree, mate. And of course, I'm happy. And now we'll move on to your upcoming fight, where I think you've done it the hard way. It's about time before that you've got on to on Matchroom boxers sort of shows, and I'm happy for you. You got Junaid Bostan, who's
Yeah, thanks,
8 and
mate.
0 with 6 KOs. Big Matchroom prospect. Matchroom's bigging him up quite a bit. He's with Sonny Edwards as well, I believe. Yeah,
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about your upcoming fight.
yeah. But like when it got offered, it was a no-brainer. I was going to take it straight away. Um, just I mean to be on them sort of platforms is like a dream come true. You know what I mean? Like I'm just a kid from like a small town in Essex, so to work my way up and do it the hard way, and to be on cards now with big promoters like Eddie Hearn is yeah crazy. It's like stuff dreams are made of, really. But yeah, obviously the fight with Junaid is tough, tough, tough fight. It's going to be like he's obviously touted for not touted, sorry. He's obviously bigged up for a reason, and like, well, yeah, it's going to be a tough fight, but I'm going to be ready for it.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Have you got many people coming up to support you?
Yeah, to be fair, well, most of the people local, I've got about 50 people probably travelling up, staying the night to support me. So that means a hell of a lot. Thinking like, well, it's about 4.5, 5 hours from where I am. So people come making that travel is yeah, I'm buzzing for that. I'm well chuffed with it.
Mm. Yeah. Um, I forgot what I was going to say now. Oh yes, so boxing, Bostan. What do you know about Bostan? Of course, he's got 6 knockouts out of 8 wins. Yeah. What do you know about him?
I've watched a couple of his fights. To be fair, I don't really delve too much into my opponent's fights. Sort of let my trainers sort of deal with it, and we work on things in the gym. But yeah, I mean, he's he's signed with Matchroom and that for a reason, and he's young, he's fresh, he's good back foot boxer, he's a good come forward boxer. He does everything well. So I know it's going to be a really hard night for me. Really, it's going to be a tough night. But that's what I trained for. That's what I worked for, and I've worked my way up to this point to have being fights like that. Like I don't want easy fights. What's the point of easy fights? It's not going to get me nowhere. I'd rather take these hard fights and no risk, no reward. You know what I mean?
Exactly, and this fight is another a fight for you, which is no risk, no reward sort of fight. Of course, people were like, I would, no offense, but I think people would like he's the favorite going into the fight
Oh yeah, massively, massively. I think
because
like
they've seen a lot of him, and some
yeah,
people who there's some boxing fans who only watch the mainstream shows, the box of the matchroom
yeah,
shows, and they don't know
yeah,
much about you.
yeah, definitely. I think obviously proper boxing people that watch them shows and also watch these small hall shows and keep eyes on fighters like me. They've all been excited, knowing that it's going to be like a good fight. Like what a matchup this fight is for me against Junaid. I think
Fight of
it'll
the
be
night.
entertaining from the start. I think really, yeah. But I think yeah, as you say, a lot of people. I know it's probably listed as like a 50-50, but I think a lot of people are going to have me like a massive underdog. But again, I've probably been an underdog in for my last like 5 fights, or you know what I mean. Like over half of my fights I've had, I've been an underdog, and I've just kept beating people and then winning. Obviously, my last two by stoppage, winning well. I think it's finally I've got a massive opportunity now where I can show what I can do on a big stage.
How excited are you to be, showing your skills live on the zone?
Yeah, I'm buzzing, mate. Like it's mental, especially for the people that can't travel up and that they can still watch it and to watch it like I'm sure that like most of the pubs around here, local, will be round with people that I know watching me live. Like I don't really add. People think that I had a lot of pressure, but it doesn't really. I think all the pressure's on Junaid, really.
Yeah.
Seeing he's been so bigged up so much, I think the pressure's on him more than it is me.
Yeah. I mean, what does it mean to you as well? Final English eliminator, like knowing what's at the. Is it hard to get like ahead of yourself, knowing a win here gets an English title fight, or you're just like you don't
I,
really look past your opponents. You're just fully focused
no,
on.
no, yeah, I know some people have like massive plans and say like and have like fight plans and that, but not me really. No, it's like you say, just thinking of the fight I've got at the minute, and obviously if the English title like comes along, then like it'll come along, and obviously that would be great. But just like you said, really, mate, I don't really look past this fight.
One
As I say,
fight at a time.
like, yeah, one fight at a time. When I boxed for the Southern area, it was that fight. I wanted, didn't look past that, and like I never thought I'd end up winning, defending, then winning a Commonwealth silver. Never, that didn't even cross my mind.
Is
It was
that
all
belt
just,
on the line as well? Your Commonwealth silver, are you defending
yeah,
it?
yeah, I'm defending that on the night. Yeah.
First defence of the Commonwealth silver. So it's not only a win here gets you the English, it's a defence of your belt that you won. So sort of win it outright in a way.
Yeah, but I don't know how it works with winning it outright and stuff like that. But yeah, yeah,
I
it's
think that might be two wins actually, winning it outright.
oh right, yeah, I'm
I'm
not
not too
too sure.
sure on that, but I mean you are defending your belt. That's what I mean.
Yeah, 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 but yeah, defending belt and obviously the bonus of a final eliminator for an English as well.
Do you believe you've? Because of course, even though Junaid's got those knockouts, do you believe he has boxed a Scottish champion, a Midlands champion? But do you believe you're his hardest opponent to date? And do you believe he'll be in for a bit of a surprise come the 27th of April? And do you believe your man's strength could, play a factor in the fight, sort of thing?
I mean, I think I can't say much about like his old opponents and that. Whether I'm going to be harder than them or not, I can't really. I wouldn't want to obviously question their abilities, but I know that I've trained hard and I'm always ready, and I'm rough and tough and rough and ready all the time. And I think maybe my experience, hopefully, of having them sort of 10 round wars and this being his first 10 rounder, maybe can put me in a give what's the word, like go in my favour a little bit. But
Yeah, you sort of have the experience because you've been to the trenches.
yeah,
You've been the
I've
10
been
rounds.
to the later rounds, and I've been to the later rounds, and I've been in hard fights like that where I've had to grit my teeth and dig deep. I know he has as well in his last fight. But yeah, I think hopefully my experience will pay off a bit there.
Of course, he can. He like fancies himself a bit of a slick mover and a bit of a brawler. Do you believe if he brawls with you, that's the wrong sort of style for him? And are you prepared for the best, Junaid Bostan?
Yeah, yeah, I'm preparing for the best, and I, I don't know really. I think obviously if he brawls with me, when that game plans sort of go out the window a bit, don't they? If he's just brawling, so I don't know. I mean, I think he boxes well and he fights well, and but I think I do the same as well. I think I box well and I fight well, so it all just depends on the night.
Do you believe people doubt your boxing ability? Because everyone's like, oh, Jack Martin's the brawler sort of fighter. Do you feel like you want to show a bit more of your technique side? And do you believe people are just like saying you're a brawler when you can box as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think people call me probably a brawler because of the way my fights have been. You know what I mean? They've been tear ups and they've been like me sort of trying to drag people into the trenches. Because I know that's where I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable in the trenches. But yeah, that's probably why a lot of people doubt my boxing skills as well. You've got to realise as well, like these fights that I've had where I've been 10 rounds and like especially that fight like last fight and stuff like that, I've come out with not even really a mark on me. Like I think people underestimate my head movements inside, my footwork and stuff like that as well. I think people underestimate that, like, because when they see you boxing inside, they just see you inside and throwing shots. They don't
Yeah,
see
because
the little
normally
movement.
there's lots
Prop-
of blood from both fighters, but with you, I think in your last two fights, I don't think you've been cut or any marks on you really out
no,
of those
no,
last two fights.
I've not really had a mark on me. So I think proper boxing people like such yourself and that see the difference of like can tell when someone's sort of moving and doing stuff well, and the little slips, the little feints and stuff like that to stop yourself getting hit and stuff, just to take sort of power out shots and that little slips and slides and taking shots on the gloves. But yeah, so I think people do probably underestimate that a bit because I'm not a back foot fighter like a Mayweather style jab and slip, jab and move, jab and move. I'm more of that come forward fighter, but with the movement added in as well.
Yeah, I agree, mate. Of course, it's going to be hard to get a decision out there. Do you believe you've got to really? I wouldn't, say snatch it away from him because he hasn't got a belt, but you know what I mean. You've got to sort of.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah. Um, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be hard. It's like I've got to win convincingly. I think maybe try and rough them up a bit, win convincingly on to get it on the cards. You know what it's going to be like. But then saying that, a lot of matchroom boys have lost lately. But
Yeah,
then working
Hatton
with
is an example.
yeah, Hatton example as you say. But yeah, I mean it'd be tough on the cards, especially the way he boxes. I think I'll have to just try and rough him up and bring him into my game maybe. But we haven't got a spot on game plan yet, so we'll see.
Can we expect another knockout? I mean, you're a big fan of the eighth round at the minute.
Yeah, it seems to be that. uh, I never go. Surprisingly, yeah, I never go looking for the knockout. I just sort of work, and if it comes, it comes. I'm never that like I haven't really been a one shot bomber or anything like that. It's always been a bit of a flurry of punches from me, my
Yeah, it's
stoppages.
more of a you break them down. You don't just hit them with the one shot. You hit them with a few combinations. You
Yeah,
break them down. You don't hit them with just one shot. You break them
yeah,
down.
yeah. I've always been a bit of a workhorse, so yeah. I mean, I leave it all in there, as it so you say.
Yeah, exactly, mate. What can we expect from you? I was going to say Saturday night, but it's not Saturday night. In on the 27th of April.
Hopefully, just another Jack Martin win. Yeah, hopefully, and then get an English title shot.
100%, mate. Lots of people are going to get proven wrong on the 27th, and they're going to see
Yes, mate.
it's your sort of announcement fight to the people, like on the sort of TV scene. You know what I
That's it,
mean?
mate. That's it. Hopefully, get my name out there a bit more, and I can be a regular on these platforms. Hopefully, mate. See that I'm an entertaining fighter, and people see the way I fight, and hopefully, going to want to watch more of me.
100%, mate. And before I let you go, as always, Jack, do you want to thank the usual people who are helping you on your journey at the moment?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, thank you to all my fans that are coming up, supporting me and buying tickets. I really appreciate it. And all my sponsors. My sponsors, I couldn't, they know I can't do it without them. They help me out. I can have the odd like few days off work here and there, and I can afford to they help me out for that, of course, so I can focus more on training than working. You know what I mean? Yeah.
100%, mate. And from me, Jack, thank you for your time as always.
Top
And
man, Sam. Thanks, mate.
for the fight
And still,
and still, mate. Good luck.
top man. Cheers, mate. Speak to you soon.
Bye.
Take